have 4 men compete for one very lucky lady with the little caveat that the men can't speak.
At 49 years old, you started pole dancing, and now you run a pole studio. Yes! This is just about my romance with his mother. Okay, so can you tell us, how did that go when you told your son that you were going to open a pole dancing studio?
You can imagine. So he was 13, and I came home with, one of my crazy ideas and said, I'm going to learn to pole dance and open a studio. Of course, it's every boy's dream that his mother becomes the pole dancer in your small town. The plot thickens. So, he'd go to school and someone would say, what does your mom do for work? Nothing.
But I know that he's come around, so can you tell us how he's been helping you?
So then at some point he decided to accept it. And since then he's taken every type of class we teach, which is probably He's an accomplished
green flag.
And I have about 15 instructors, so basically he has 15 mothers. And he's now very comfortable in the matriarchy. And now he runs the digital side of the business, and he's never missed a showcase, and he even brings his friends, and we're a very strong team now.
When he was about 16, he was into extreme couponing with some friends. There's this one particular coupon for $2 with no exclusions on product size. So he and his friends gathered all the product on the shelf, which was priceless, the coupon, and then after it was told up the register, the store ended up owing Todd more over like $34.
Store owed him money.
Yes. And then he asked for a manager, and they said the same thing, no cash back. So Todd opened up his phone and pulled up the corporate policy on his phone and said, yes, you can. So they did this over the summer, a summer project, when several stores got all the product, and they ended up changing the corporate policy.
I'm hearing financial acumen from a young age, and I'm here for it. All right.
Middle school, he had to choose a language. And of course, we all decided, and it was kind of understood that he was going to do Spanish. But he comes back that evening, and I said, how did it go? And he's like, I'm going to learn Japanese. I'm like, what? Why? I found out later that it was a very young 21-year-old Japanese, freshly graduated teacher that had introduced the class, and he had a major crush on her.
Listen, he knows what makes him focus. Okay, this is good, yeah?
He not only took Japanese in high school, he also majored in his college in Japanese. He studied in Japan, he worked in Japan. And in that process, we decided to climb Mount Fuji.
Wait, forget your son. You're a badass bitch. You did this?
well, that's how he is who he is. So we go up there, and at about 3:30, 3:40, I realized that I wasn't going to make it because I was going to be at least a half hour late.
You're still a badass bitch. You're still,
I was slow. So I told him, I said, Rohan, go on. You need to go up there and you need to catch the sunset for both of us from the summit, and I'm following. Finally, I just sat down on a rock. I said, I'm not going to move. Forget it. At about 4:30, about 10 minutes to the sunset, I took a turn. And there he was, set with his cameras for the time lapse and everything. And I'm like, Rohan, why aren't you at the top? And he was maintaining his distance just enough so I wouldn't see him. And half an hour before the summit of Mount Fuji, sure enough, Rohan and I together saw the sunrise above Japan. He just wouldn't do it without me. That was special, very special.
We were wondering if you could share a childhood story about Todd.
When he was about 3 years old, he started to refer to his dad as a dadler, me as a momler, his brother as a johnler, his younger brother as an andruler. And so we said, what's going on? Why are you changing our names? And he said, because everyone says I'm a toddler.
And tonight he's a bachelor.
In high school, I had a headache. I left work
early, and I went home, but to my surprise, there's Delroy in a compromised position with his girlfriend. So of course I was upset.
I told you he knows how to fuck.